Tell you who's expected to take the stand next.
And talk about a lifetime of service. A firefighter just celebrated a big milestone birthday. Just wait till you see how old he turned. Let me tell you, it's one for the record books.
And September is Alopecia Awareness Month, and one East Texan is turning her journey with hair loss into hope for others. This morning, hairstylist and advocate Chantella Dixon joins us live to share her story and more.
And we've got a chance to see some strong to severe thunderstorms along and north of I-20 today that could affect your game time. We'll go over all the details in your forecast coming up. So stay right there because Morning Y'all on CBS19 Plus starts right now.
Together, we're putting East Texas first. You're watching Morning Y'all on CBS19 Plus.
Our top story this morning, tragedy in Trinity County when 3 workers were killed after being exposed to toxic sewer gas. The men, all contractors from the Houston area, were working above a sewer lift station when a line inside a manhole cracked, releasing hydrogen sulfide, a deadly gas that can knock people unconscious in seconds. We'll have more on that story in just a few minutes. Good morning, y'all. Thanks so much for staying with us here on CBS 19 Plus. I'm Jesus Martinez.
We're so glad you're with us this morning. I'm Dana Dixon.
Well, it is Thursday. It means some of us have some football games today, but that also means pack that umbrella as well.
Gonna need it, right? Later today, at least, Joel.
Later today. Unfortunately, I can't change the forecast, but I can certainly prepare you for
That's
it. Now,
right.
as we head into this afternoon, look for those shower and thunderstorm chances to increase, especially during game time. For now, though, we're tracking a warm front. Now, we will be bringing in some additional moisture and some warmer temperatures into East Texas. So that's kind of what we're watching for today. We've also got some beautiful clear skies here across the area. Upper 60s to low 70s to start out this morning. Very comfortable as you step outside. We'll be up to 94 degrees today. We'll have some afternoon thunderstorms to watch for. It will be dry for the first half of the day. But again, we're watching that late afternoon, evening time frame for those heavy thunderstorms, and make sure, in 3 words or less, I would say pack an umbrella. That is for sure. Over the next 3 days, we're going to continue to track more rain chances into Friday especially. We'll be up to 88 by then. Some of that will linger into your Saturday morning. We'll have highs near 84, and then additional isolated thunderstorms will be possible as we head into Sunday, with all those rain chances starting to wane as we head into next week. We'll take a look at the rest of your details coming up.
Thank you, Joel. Well, this morning, an investigation is underway in Trinity County after 3 workers died from being exposed to toxic sewer gas.
Well, the victims, ages 46, 47, and 52, were contractors from the Houston area working for H2O Innovations and HydroClear Services. Now, all this happened in the Westwood Shores area of Trinity County at a sewer lift station. That's where crews from 2 private companies were working on equipment above ground. Investigators say a line inside the manhole cracked, releasing hydrogen sulfide, a toxic flammable gas known for its strong rotten egg smell that can be fatal in confined spaces. Now, 1 worker went down to fix an issue and then he passed out. 2 others tried to rescue him. Both of them were also exposed to the gas. All 3 men died 20 to 30 feet underground. First responders had to drain the manhole before reaching them.
But hydrogen sulfide gas can be deadly, and in an unventilated manhole, that's what we would believe is that the fumes or the gas itself render them unconscious, resulting in their death.
Well, the area briefly went under a shelter in place as a precaution, but was lifted shortly after. Authorities say there is no foul play suspected and autopsies are being done in Beaumont. H2O Innovation President and CEO Frederick Durkee addressed the tragedy in a statement last night, saying the workers' sudden passing is an immense loss not only on their families, but their friends as well, and also a loss to those who had the privilege of working alongside them. Well, day 3 of the murder trial for Scotty Lee Goebel gets underway in a few hours now. He's on trial in Smith County, accused of killing business owner Eddie Ramirez outside a Tyler restaurant.
Ramirez's family is expected to take the stand today. Yesterday, jurors heard police testimony that the shooting may have been set up by a fight Goebel provoked. A Tyler police officer testified that Goebel grew angry inside the restaurant, was asked to leave, and then put his infant down in the parking lot before confronting workers further. Witnesses described a one-on-one fight between Goebel and Ramirez. Punches were thrown and the fight escalated. Then Goebel pulled out his gun and shot Ramirez. Forensic photos documented blood spattered throughout the parking lot. medical supplies and clothing near Ramirez's body and a handgun found inside Goebel's vehicle. The court heard the medical examiner break down what it means when a death is ruled a homicide.
You're not inferring criminal culpability by saying homicide.
No, sir. As I mentioned earlier, for us, the manners of death definitions are medical definitions. So homicide for me means that the cause of death occurred as a result of another person's actions, but it doesn't have any implication on criminal liability or legal matters.
The trial resumes at 8:30 this morning, and we'll be there and continue to bring you the latest updates on air and online.
This morning, we've learned that the UIL is reviewing the death of 15-year-old Stephanie Cabrera, a Marshall High School runner who collapsed during cross-country practice. That's according to our news partners at KTBS. A 911 log shows paramedics were called to the school just after 4 p.m. last Monday. Reports say she was unconscious and may have suffered a seizure after a 2-mile run. She was taken to a local hospital where she later died. An autopsy is expected in the coming weeks, but on that day, temperatures hit 97 degrees with a heat index as high as 110. The UIL requires schools to track those conditions during workouts. Now, KTBS did reach out to the district for comment, but they haven't heard back. Stephanie's funeral was held over the weekend.
It is 7:07 and time for your morning headlines. The FBI is investigating the deadly shooting at a Catholic school in Minneapolis as an act of terrorism and a hate crime. A shooter armed with multiple weapons fired through windows of the school's church during Wednesday's morning mass. 2 children were killed and 17 others were hurt. The shooter died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Lawyers for a Maryland man detained by ICE say that he is seeking asylum in the U.S. ICE agents took Kilmar Abrego Garcia into custody on Monday. The Trump administration intends to deport him to Uganda and wants him to admit to crimes they claim he's committed in the U.S. Abrego Garcia denies the allegations. And mass deportations continue to be a top priority for President Donald Trump. According to a senior Homeland Security official, Immigration and Customs Enforcement deported nearly 200,000 people in the first 7 months since President Trump returned to the White House, which puts the federal agency on track for its highest rate of removals in at least a decade. Overall, the administration has recorded nearly 350,000 deportations since President Trump returned to office in January. Hey, listen up if you drive a Ford. The automaker is recalling more than 350,000 pickup trucks over an instrument panel issue. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the panel can fail, which means drivers may not see critical information like vehicle speed or warning lights, increasing the risk of a crash. Now, that recall affects some 2025 and 26 F-Series models, including the F-150. Owners can take their vehicles to a Ford dealership for a free repair.
All right, 7:08 now. Good morning. It's time for our question of the day here on CBS 19 Plus. It's all about food. We're on a food theme today. What is your favorite fast food restaurant?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can go first. Let me go first.
He's excited.
Oh, man, I'm ready to go. Okay, I'm going to tell you like this, have a ranking, but I'll start with my number one. I think you got to. We're a Texan. We're here in Texas. It's Whataburger.
Whataburger?
Yeah, Whataburger, top tier. This is a very sensitive topic to me. I have a lot of emotion on this. When we were talking about this earlier, the people in the booth, Denise, Jay, and even Reagan.
He's calling out by name.
They were even giving us their answers earlier. I said, wait, you're supposed to wait till we post the question, but no, that's how I'm feeling. What about y'all?
I'm going Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna go. You can't go wrong with a good classic McDonald's.
What's your go-to meal at McDonald's?
Chicken nuggets.
Okay, I do
hands
like
down.
a chicken nugget, but I just
and
get
the fries.
Yeah. I get them usually at Chick-fil-A.
You do. They're good, but McDonald's, it has that nostalgic feeling from a kid. I think that's what's my favorite.
A Happy Meal?
I would agree with that for sure, and the little toy. No, for sure.
Now, would you consider like a sandwich place fast food? Because I mean, it's not like a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah, like Subway, things like that.
Jersey Mike's.
I was gonna say either Jimmy John's or Subway. That's definitely one of my top ones, and then Panda Express. I like
Panda's a good one.
I like Panda Express.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah, man.
Low-key underrated. Golden Chick, very, very underrated.
Really?
Okay.
Very underrated. Also, Bush's Chicken. There's one when I'm on my way back home, back to Austin. They actually fry everything in beef tallow. It's a game changer.
Oh,
So you like that.
he knows a lot.
I know
about
ball.
He
I'm
knows all of
I'm
it.
telling y'all.
I know my kids can't have a week without Chick-fil-A.
You got to, whether it's a dessert,
Chick-fil-A
an
is
actual
great.
meal, a side, or a dessert, whatever it may be.
Some get the sandwich, some get the nuggets.
I just had
salads
the
are good.
breakfast for the first time a couple weeks ago
And he
or so.
enjoyed
It was
it.
really good.
He
Yeah, they don't
enjoyed
have
it.
Chick-fil-A right where you're from, do they?
They do. There's just not as widespread.
Not as many.
But we barely have any Canes as well. That was the big one.
Canes is good too. We've got a
Cane's
couple
is
of
really
people on
good.
Facebook chiming in too. Jackie on the sandwich trend saying Subway as well. Daryl agrees with McDonald's. And Haley says Taco Cabana, even though there's none around here.
There's not, but I do love
Elite.
Taco City.
Taco Cabana is good.
Yeah, no Brahms where I'm from either.
Oh,
No,
really?
we got it.
No
It's right across the
bombs.
street here.
There
They've
you
got
go.
lots of flavors of ice cream if
They
you're ever
do.
feeling the ice cream.
Ice cream, dessert feel.
Yeah, you've got those feels for
Oh,
sure.
y'all are making me hungry.
All right, let's distract you with traffic now.
Okay, let's take a look at your CBS19 on-scene unit today. Let's take a look at where we are. We're on Highway 64, excuse me, going eastbound in Smith County. Just a gorgeous picture out there. Those roadways nice and dry. Got a few cars starting to make their way to work or wherever they're going. But overall, the conditions on our roadways are very nice. And taking a look at our I-20 report now, it should be in pretty good shape this morning. Traffic starting to pick up just a little bit, but still a 2-hour commute to Dallas and an hour and 30 minutes to get to Shreveport. As for US 69, 2.5 hours to get to Denison and an hour and 30 minutes to get to Lufkin. So should be in pretty good shape as you head out this morning. Weather also in pretty good shape. We've got some clear skies above, making our CBS19 live radar nice and happy this morning. As we head into this afternoon, though, got some additional shower and thunderstorm chances, mainly along and north of I-20. Some heavy rainfall is going to be possible within some of these storms, so definitely want to be aware of that, especially with football happening tonight. Definitely want to make sure you bring your rain gear and move indoors if you do hear thunder. So plenty of lightning is going to be possible with these storms, so make sure you are taking precaution. As for your commute forecast for this morning, giving you green lights for this morning with clear skies above, giving you yellow lights for this afternoon for that risk for some heavy thunderstorms. Otherwise, we'll see highs near 94 degrees. Most of us staying dry. We're just watching that I-20 corridor and above.
Thank you, Joel. We'll be careful out there today. Well, September is Alopecia Awareness Month, and we are getting close to September. Alopecia is an autoimmune disease that affects over 700,000 people. And one East Texan has suffered with hair loss for at least 25 years, but it's not stopping her. Quite the opposite, actually. She's now sharing her journey publicly and helping others embrace their true selves, and you can be a part of it. Joining us this morning is Chantella Dixon, a hairstylist and an advocate who knows firsthand the challenges of living with alopecia. So first we want to talk about this organization you created based on what went on in your life.
Yes, it is a Facebook group that I call Babe. And I connected with, when I decided to go bald, I needed to be with other groups that suffer with alopecia. So I saw others had created a group, so I decided to create my own. And so it's just here to advocate others if they decide to go bald. It's here to advocate others if they just want to deal with the hair loss and wear wigs, units, or you could just do hair extensions or whatever the case may be.
And so tell us again what BABE stands for.
BABE stands for bald, ambitious, bold, empowering.
I love that. And I think it is such a journey, especially not just for women, but for men too. When you start losing your hair, that is an emotional time and you don't know what's going on.
Yes, it's very emotional. It's just, you just lose your sense of self-esteem and you're hiding all the time by trying to wear a unit or extensions, or you're trying to cover your hair so the bald spot doesn't show. And so you just either decide if you want to continue to do that or just let it go and embrace your natural beauty and just rock it.
What did you think when it started happening? Did you just think maybe you were a little stressed, or what did you think when that started happening?
I thought that I was stressed. I didn't know if I was sick. I didn't know if I had cancer. I really didn't know. So I started going to dermatologists and they told me I had alopecia areata and also had traction alopecia because I wore a lot of updos and styles and tension with the braids. And so it was just a traumatic time for me because, you know, you've always been taught that your hair is your glory. And then you don't want to represent the male role because think that way. But it's just something that I had to embrace and I love it. And I just think that I rock it well, and
Yes,
I'm
you
going to
do.
continue to rock it.
Absolutely.
So thank you, thank you.
And now you're rocking it well and also helping other
Yes,
people. Tell us about the
yes.
event that you have coming up.
The event is just to raise awareness here in East Texas. I've noticed in the group, they do it in New York and Austin, in Pennsylvania, Minnesota. I said, but I've never seen it done here in Tyler, Texas. So I wanted to just do the gala to bring awareness. The keynote speaker, she's going to be Sandy Green from Alabama. She would just talk about her journey as well, because as we connected, our journey was similar.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm like, okay, I found the right group, I found the right tribe. So she will be coming to share her experience with me. We talk on occasion. I've started talking with other ladies. And actually, I was going to be in a pageant in Mesquite that was just this past weekend, but I wasn't able to attend due to family issues. But I just want to embrace it, and I want to help others embrace it as well.
Well, real quick before we go, tell us where it is and how you can get tickets.
Okay, the event would be at the Meeting Place here in Tyler, Texas, 1301 West Irwin Street. It begins at 6 p.m. You can contact me by getting your tickets, Chantella Dixon, on Facebook, or call me 903-504-1188. I can get the ticket to you, and I can explain how to purchase the ticket.
Or find them at Babe, too,
At
right?
Babe, on Babe, or
All right.
just Facebook, Chantella Dixon.
All right, thanks for being
You're
with us.
welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, think your food is healthy. Well, a lot of times I do, but an app may disagree with us. Uh-oh. Still to come, the tech that is helping families decode whether what's in their groceries is really healthy or not.
You gotta love technology. And coming up in sports, we took a trip over to Longview to check in on Coach King after his recent cancer diagnosis and to see how the team is preparing for their matchup against Lufkin tomorrow. 7:17 now. We'll be right back after this break.
It's time for CBS19 Sports.
Welcome back, East Texas. I'm Damian Bartonic, and you know what time it is. Time to talk all things sports. Tomorrow is the day, y'all. It's our Week 1 edition of Under the Lights, and it features our Game of the Week. Lufkin travels to Longview in a game that has the potential to be a historic one in a rivalry filled with unforgettable moments. On the Longview side of things, they're prepping hard on the field, but off of it, their leader is dealing with a serious medical issue. Head coach John King revealed on Monday that he's battling mouth cancer, but he plans to continue coaching throughout the season. The Texas high school football legend told me it's been a lot to deal with, as you could imagine, but he's feeling better and feels the love and trust in the community and his doctors. He's confident that whoever leads Lobo football, should there be an absence, he knows those Lobos will continue to roll on.
I wanted to put all that to bed Monday. That's why I went ahead and did what I did, because rumors started flying, and the focus needs to be on the team, not on me. But I'm doing fine. And, it's in the good Lord's hands and the doctors that's going to care for me. Lobo football, Lobo Nation's going to rock on one way or the other. So, but I do love this place, and I know they love me.
We're definitely praying for the legend here at CBS19. And after walking through the halls and seeing his office yesterday, you can feel the standards in that facility. Every kid just admires Coach King, and you know they'll be playing their hearts out for him tomorrow night. But on the field, the Lobos are all systems go for their Week 1 matchup. And man, this is going to be one of the most intense atmospheres in all of the state during Week 1. Longview's football squad is playing for Coach King as well as playing to uphold the standard and beat a team that, honestly, y'all, they flat out told me they don't really like, all right? I'm not the youngest guy anymore, but I can realize trends, and apparently there's been a little Twitter beef, or ex-beef, I guess now, between the two teams. Now, this hasn't reached boiling points of Biggie and Tupac, but these young men in Longview have been putting in the work in the weight room and on the grass in order to put out a performance that their fans, and especially the Panthers, will respect.
I'm expecting a beatdown. They've been talking a lot of stuff on Twitter and stuff, so we just want to go out there and play and beat them. That's it. We don't talk.
Oh, it's always exciting to play Lufkin. I mean, nobody likes Lufkin. Everything about Lufkin sucks. And there's no nerves, because I feel like nerves is a bad term. When somebody says they're nervous, that implies that they're a little scared, and nobody's scared of Lufkin.
Hey, y'all heard the clanging and banging in the weight room, baby. One more sleep, y'all. Longview and Lufkin will go to work tomorrow night, Week 1, under the lights. Tune in and download that CBS19 Plus app for your phone, your smart TV. I'm sure refrigerators, toasters, all these new appliances got stuff like that these days, those little crazy apps. So download it and don't miss a minute of the action. All right, let's talk about them boys now. The Cowboys officially cut their roster to 53 players earlier this week, and there weren't many surprises when it was all said and done, but notice I said there weren't many surprises. That doesn't mean that there wasn't one. Defensive lineman Mozzie Smith, who we talked about last week, was playing late in preseason games all throughout this month. Additionally, he struggled throughout his career, had a few missteps and production issues, and on top of that, his cap hit for this season is just under $4 million. So for many, including myself, it seemed likely that Smith would be out in Dallas. But head coach Brian Schottenheimer still has plenty of faith that number 52 can step up this season.
I wanted Mozzie to know that, this has nothing to do with you being a first-round draft pick. There's an expectation of you as a player because of how talented you are, and we've seen it. We just need to see it on more of a consistent basis, and, gave him my input. We had great conversation about, how we can help him.
Now, this is a make or break season for the former first rounder, but he'll have a shot to make a difference in just 1 week, baby. 1 week away against Philly, the NFL season starts. Now, that's all the time I have for you in sports this morning. By the way, I agree. I can also down some chips pretty fast, especially those kettle cooked ones. I know we had the Dairy Queen logo on here earlier, one of the sponsors for Under the Lights, also very underrated too. But anyways, I'll see y'all soon. Morning, y'all.
Longview was all talk, all talk. Let's see how they do tomorrow.
Can we have a blizzard this early in the morning?
Why not? We've had it before.
Oh, yeah, we have.
We have.
So good. Well, we are about to step away for a moment while we break into our over-the-air broadcast with a news update.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on CBS 19 Plus. Good morning, all. I'm Jesus Martinez.
And I'm Dana Dixon. Thank you for joining us for this news update. Well, this morning we have learned the UIL is reviewing the death of 15-year-old Stephanie Cabrera, a Marshall High School runner who collapsed during cross-country practice. That's according to our news partners, KTBS. A 911 log shows paramedics were called to the school just after 4 p.m. last Monday. Reports say she was unconscious and may have suffered a seizure after a 2-mile run. She was taken to the hospital where she later died. An autopsy is expected in the coming weeks. On that day, temperatures hit 97 degrees with a heat index as high as 110. UIL rules require schools to track those conditions during workouts. KTBS reached out to the district for comment, but haven't heard back. Stephanie's funeral was held over the weekend.
For learning more about a convenience store burglary in Winsboro, police have now identified one of the suspects. Alex Fowler was taken into custody yesterday, not for the burglary, but for an unrelated warrant out of Parker County. A warrant has since been issued for his role in the break-in. 3 other suspects are still on the run. However, police believe they've left the area. Investigators say there's no immediate threat, but are still telling residents to stay alert. Well, if you're thinking about dinner tonight, how about this? The perfect opportunity for you to enjoy a delicious burger, all while making wish comes true this holiday season. Tonight, Juicy Burgers in Longview is hosting a Dine to Donate event for Blue Santa. It's from 5 to 10 p.m. tonight. 10% of the sales at the East Med Road location will help the Tatum Police Department provide holiday gifts and meals for families in need. Now, more fundraisers are coming soon, so stay tuned for those.
Well, we are just hours away now from the long Labor Day holiday, and with it, an important reminder from TxDOT. Don't drink and drive. The state just launched its Drive Sober, No Regrets campaign ahead of the holiday weekend. Now, this push comes as law enforcement agencies across Texas ramp up patrols from now through September 1st to catch impaired drivers. TxDOT urges drivers to make the right choice, whether it's a rideshare, a taxi, public transit, or a designated driver.
The weather is something we're going to have to keep an eye on as well today, Joel.
That's for sure. Let's take a look here under the lights forecast for tonight. We got games in Hallsville, Tyler, and Winsboro. All 3 locations have the potential for some thunderstorms. We'll see temperatures in the 80s to low 90s, and it does look to occur around game time. So make sure to take precaution, take an umbrella. Make sure to move indoors if you hear thunder outside. Future Skycast shows that heavy line of thunderstorms making its way to East Texas around 7 o'clock. It'll be along and north of I-20, featuring some very heavy rainfall. That'll quickly move off to the south. We'll see some additional heavy or light showers in some of our northeast counties there as we head into Friday morning. And then we'll see an additional amount of rainfall as we head into Friday afternoon, with things starting to wane from there. Maybe some heavy downpours across deep East Texas, but we should be in good shape for the rest of your Friday. Shower activity will start to pick up once again for your Saturday and into potentially your Sunday as well. Your 7-day forecast shows a cool down for this weekend as those rain chances continue, and then will dry out for next week.
Welcome back to Morning Y'all on CBS 19 Plus. This is what's coming up in our second half hour. Governor Greg Abbott says he is confident the new congressional map will survive federal court challenges. HB 4 is headed to his desk, but the NAACP has already filed an injunction that is, arguing that the map discriminates based on race. We'll have the latest on that legal fight coming up in just a few.
And Tyler is blooming. Downtown is getting a major boost with a brand new hotel, plus a sprawling new dining and shopping district coming in the works. City leaders say the projects aren't just about nostalgia. They're also bringing jobs, visitors, and new energy to the Rose Capital. We'll show you how Tyler is growing and glowing straight ahead. Joel?
And yeah, we'll take a look at your 7-day forecast here, and then we'll break down details later. But your 7-day forecast shows 94 degrees for today. We have some chances for some strong to significant thunderstorms as we go into this afternoon, and particularly this late afternoon and evening. More showers and thunderstorms will be possible for your Friday and even into your Saturday before waning as we head into the later parts of your weekend and into next week, with Labor Day looking fantastic. Partly cloudy skies up to 87, and we continue to climb from there to the low 90s with mostly sunny skies. I have all the details coming up on Morning Y'all on CBS 19 Plus.
Together, we're putting East Texas first. You're watching Morning Y'all on CBS 19 Plus.
Good morning, y'all, on this Friday Eve. Thanks for staying with us on CBS 19 Plus. I'm Dana Dixon.
We're glad you're sticking with us this morning. I'm Jesus Martinez.
Well, new this morning, the state Senate approved a bill that would make ivermectin more accessible to Texans. HB 25, authored by East Texas Representative Joanne Schaffner, would allow the drug to be sold without a prescription, but it would still be shelved behind the pharmacist counter. Now, someone wishing to buy the drug would have to ask for it, and some people use the anti-parasitic drug to treat COVID, even though the FDA has not yet approved that usage. The bill now heads to the governor's desk.
Now to Minneapolis, where the first week of school was marred by a horrific shooting. Police say a suspect opened fire on a mass full of Catholic students, killing 2 young children and injuring 14 other kids.
Authorities say 3 adult worshipers, all in their 80s, were also injured. CBS News' Nydia Cavazos has more from Minneapolis as police search for answers.
Prayer services and a candlelight vigil in Minneapolis as the community comes together after unspeakable tragedy.
We are a city united in grief. Let us take the next step to be a city united in action.
Hours earlier, police say a suspect shot through the windows of an Annunciation Catholic church during a mass full of students from the church's school. 2 young children, just 8 and 10 years old, were killed.
This was a deliberate act of violence against innocent children.
5th grader Weston Halsney says he ran and hid under a pew after he heard the gunshots.
My friend Victor saved me though, because he laid on top of me, but he got hit. I hope he's good in the hospital.
Parents were visibly shaken as they later reunited with their children. Police say the suspect, identified as 23-year-old Robin Westman, died from self-inflicted gunshot wound. They also say that Westman was carrying 3 weapons, all legally purchased at the time of the shooting.
We're also aware of a manifesto that the shooter had timed to be released on YouTube. That content has since been taken down with the assistance of the FBI, and it now remains under active review by our investigators.
Flags in Minnesota and at the White House were lowered to half staff. The FBI says it's investigating the incident as an act of domestic terrorism and hate crime targeting Catholics. Nydia Cavazos, CBS News, Minneapolis.
Police say they recovered more firearms connected to the suspect after executing search warrants at the church and at 3 residential places tied to the shooter. The Minneapolis Foundation has set up a fundraiser for the victims. And to honor those lives lost, Governor Greg Abbott has ordered all Texas state government buildings to lower the U.S. and Texas flags to half staff. Abbott says, quote, "Cecilia and I are lifting up in prayer the families who lost innocent children, those injured, and the entire community as they face this tragedy." Flags will return to full staff at sunrise on Sunday, August 31st.
7:36 now. We're learning more about a convenience store burglary in Winsboro. Police have now identified one of those suspects. Alex Fowler was taken into custody yesterday, not for the burglary, but for an unrelated warrant out of Parker County. Now, a warrant has been issued for the role in those break-ins. 3 other suspects are still on the run. However, police believe they have already left the area. Investigators say there is no immediate threat, but are telling residents to stay alert.
Livingston police are investigating what they're calling a suspicious death after a man was found dead inside his home. Officers were conducting a welfare check at the time on Tuesday on Stargill Street when they discovered 34-year-old Kenneth Carter lying on the floor. Carter lived at that home, and police say certain details at the scene raised red flags, prompting them to open a formal death investigation. So far, no additional information has been released, but the case remains active.
Across Texas now, an update to a story we brought you yesterday. Governor Abbott says he is confident the new congressional map will hold up in federal court. HB 4 is headed to the desk, but the NAACP has already filed an injunction to block it, arguing the map intentionally discriminates based on race. Now, Abbott says he expects the courts to side with his state.
We have every reason to believe we will prevail in that litigation. Those maps should go into effect very quickly, and it's going to result in 5 new Republicans elected to the United States House of Representatives from the great state of Texas.
Abbott says he plans to sign HB 4 as soon as possible. 7:37 now. More developments are on the way for Tyler, not just downtown.
Yeah, from a brand new hotel project to a sprawling shopping and dining district, city leaders say the Rose Capital is in full bloom right now. CBS 19's Will Riddell shows us how Tyler is growing and also glowing.
The Rose City is continuing to bloom. The Tyler City Council approved an economic development agreement with Valencia Hotel Group to develop the new Blackstone Hotel, which will feature 140 guest rooms, 5,700 square feet of meeting space, and other amenities. For Mayor Don Warren, it's just another step in bringing the buzz back to downtown.
And it's going to be exciting for everyone that comes here, whether you're coming here for business or pleasure. This is going to be a great place to stay.
The new hotel will be built near the site of the original Blackstone Hotel, which was one of Tyler's major landmarks before its demolition in 1985. Doyle Graham is the president, CEO, and founder of Valencia Hotel Group. He says he wants the new building to recapture some of that magic of the original Blackstone Hotel.
We have heard countless, endless stories of people who talk about their parents. Their grandparents used to take them there for lunch on Sunday after church. We're going to go in and we're going to reimagine and bring back the grand dame of Tyler as it relates to hotels.
And it's more than just nostalgia. Warren says the hotel will provide the city with an economic boost.
When people come here, they eat. When people come here, they may have a cocktail. You know, sales tax dollars, it matters. They want to enjoy company, they want to enjoy the laughter, enjoy with their families.
Plus, it's not just the downtown area that's seeing growth. Another major project taking place within the city is the Parkside development, 92 acres across from the village at Cumberland that will be dedicated to dining, shopping, and entertainment. For residents, this is a great time to call the Rose Capital home.
I mean, the ability to have new companies coming in, new places to eat, new places to, go, new activities, like, more is better, right?
You still have the churches, the charm, the history, but the city is doing a very wonderful job of managing its new growth. And it's nice to see the lofts and it's nice to see the new buildings.
From downtown landmarks to modern hotspots, Tyler's blossoming into a city that celebrates both its past and its future. For CBS 19, I'm Will Riddell.
I can't wait to see that new building come to life.
And
Looks
it has
gorgeous.
a little pool over there.
I know, I love it. All right, let's talk some other trending stories right now. And this one looks straight out of a superhero movie. A Pittsburgh store owner is taking crime into her own hands with love. Sister Mary Madeline is famous for confronting thieves, and her latest act shows faith can be powerful. A shopper's purse was stolen recently, but Sister Mary went on the chase and got those credit cards back. She says it's not about anger or punishment, but about showing people they can change. Her store has seen it all: stolen jewelry, lost credit cards, and she responds the same way every time. Jesus loves you, and she tells that to all who steal, even when they steal from her.
That's
Inspiration.
great.
Look at that. Look
I'm
at that.
not sure I would have gone on the chase, but like
she's brave.
That is brave.
She probably knew she was going to heaven anyways.
That's awesome, though. That's very inspiring, too.
All right, let's take another one. Let's dive into this one. It's a messy party, let me tell you. It's the messiest one in the world, Spain's famous tomato fight called La Tomatina. Tens of thousands of people took to the streets, nearly 22,000 if we're being exact, in Buñol, Spain. This week, throwing tomatoes at each other. No, not for me. For a full hour, the festival has been going on strong since 1945, surviving bans and dictators, and now draws visitors from all over the world, even tourists. By the end, everyone, as you can see, was covered in head to toe, get it, in tomatoes. Proving sometimes the best way to bond is being just a little bit messy. Even people in trucks throwing tomatoes out at the crowds.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I've never like dreamed about being in a giant tomato sauce, and that's what that looks like to me.
You're basically like in a ketchup bottle or salsa. Whatever
I
made
might dive into some salsa. But
This reminds me of a food fight we had in middle school one time.
It got that crazy?
It was crazy.
Where'd you go to school?
At Paredes Middle School, Austin, Texas. Angelica Luna, shout out to you. Her Concords got ruined at our Jordan 11. Speaking of the sneaker gala, ruined in chocolate milk. I didn't throw the chocolate milk. I did throw some chocolate milk. You know, I'm gonna snitch on myself.
Not all of it though.
But yeah, no, it was crazy. Yeah.
That's gotta hurt getting hit by those tomatoes.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Ow.
Especially if it's not ripe enough. At that point, you just gotta squish it.
Hopefully they squish and throw.
Squish and throw.
I don't know. You know what you're getting into whenever you go, I guess.
Jacksonville, don't do this, please. Stick with the tomato eating.
All right, a little cuteness now to brighten your morning. Lemurs at the Oakland Zoo are getting their summer snack on. They're talking snacks too. Yeah, footage from the zoo shows its ring-tailed residents enjoying slices of watermelon, clearly savoring every bite. These social climbers aren't just eating, they are staying cool and entertained. Ring-tailed lemurs are considered endangered, and zoos use treats like watermelon to provide enrichment. Why are y'all laughing? Keeping their furry friends
It's
happy.
the close-ups.
The random close-ups.
Oh my goodness.
It's creepy. Look.
And you're supposed to go wide, medium, tight. You know, what I mean? They're doing their thing. You know?
They're chewing. All I've seen is close-up.
Is that people
He's like, don't
chips?
take my watermelon from me. Those are fighting words.
He's hungry, needs a little snack. I'm not mad at it. Nice little watermelon.
I feel that way about my watermelon too. I love it.
I have yet to have a watermelon this summer. It's almost over.
I have one. I've had a really sweet one, and then it's getting to the summer's almost over, and they're not as sweet.
Down by Cumberland and Biloxi, there's a guy there that's a little trailer in a tent, always selling either cantaloupes or watermelons there. So I might have to stop by and grab me one.
I'm team watermelon.
Probably
for
from
sure.
Grape Blend too. So those are the best ones.
It is. They are. It's still hot out there, so I think a watermelon's still appropriate.
Yeah, maybe on the patio, covered in something at least. We don't want to get rained on.
Yes, and it'll warm up by this weekend. We'll have temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s, so it'll feel like summer again. But we got some nice cooler temperatures on the way on top of those rain chances. We really have to pay attention to today, specifically in the evening. First half of the day looks great. We got temperatures in the low 90s, partly cloudy skies holding on until this evening. Here's your under the lights forecast. Hallsville, Tyler, and Winnsboro all getting in on the chance for some heavy thunderstorms during game time. So folks, if you're heading out to the game, make sure to bring an umbrella, have some rain gear, and make sure to take precaution if you end up hearing thunder with these thunderstorms that are very, very likely to move in as we head into the game time here. Here's 7 o'clock. Heavy downpours over Jefferson, Yomer, Mount Pleasant. That continues to move to the south. Starts to fizzle out as it continues to move south of I-20 there. Rest of Thursday should be in good shape. Beginning of Friday features a couple of showers and thunderstorms in our northeastern corner here. Most of the rain is going to be occurring in that location. A couple of occasional pop-up showers passing over as we head into the later parts of Friday, maybe even some heavy downpours over deep East Texas, but the rest of Friday should be in good shape. Shower activity returns for your Saturday morning. The second half of Saturday looks to be in good shape with highs in the low to mid 80s. Your 7-day forecast shows 94 for today, down to 88 for tomorrow, 84 for Saturday, back up to 85 for Sunday. Those rain chances starting to taper off. We'll end up with partly cloudy skies and highs near 87 for your Labor Day, and then mostly sunny conditions with highs in the low 90s for the next couple of days.
All right, Joel, thanks so much. Still ahead this morning, the FDA just approved updated COVID vaccines, but not for everyone. Who qualifies when we come back after this break? Hope you enjoyed that lemur video during the break. All right, 7:48 now. Time now for your health check. The FDA approves updated COVID-19 vaccines, but not for everyone. The agency gave the green light for all adults ages 65 and over to get it. Younger adults and children are only eligible if they have at least one high-risk health condition. Now, the FDA previously recommended annual COVID-19 vaccinations for all Americans 6 months and older. Well, now more than ever, families want to know what is in their food. That's why some are turning to technology to help decipher all those ingredients that are on those labels. Allison Gormley reports on an app that's decoding all of those labels.
Marketing can make food look healthy.
I'm a child of the 90s, so if it says diet or low fat or the labels look appealing, I just thought that was how we should eat.
That's one of the reasons Amy Peters uses an app during her trips to the grocery store.
The things that I'm most concerned about are things like the additives, the processed ingredients.
Her app of choice, Yuka. After she scans an item using her phone's camera, it's ranked on a scale of 0 to 100, with 100 being a perfect score. Ratings are based on nutrition, additives, and if it's organic.
18 out of 100, dang it. Why? Oh, a lot of additives.
Below the numerical rating is an option to learn more.
I want to know what the high risk or the limited risks are and what they do. Like, I don't know what that is. And so it'll just kind of show me right here what they've found in different studies.
An education rather than an end-all is how dietitian Terry Boros suggests using the app.
To create their rating, they're using something called the Nutri-Score, which has some pros and cons, in my opinion.
A pro, she said, a focus on fruits and veggies while minimizing sodium and excess saturated fats. A con, flagging items that are energy dense, which means a lot of calories relative to its size. For example, sunflower kernels.
Even though they're an energy-dense food, they're actually very healthy for you and have a lot of great healthy fats and minerals and vitamins.
If you want to skip the app, there are other tools that can help you research food.
The USDA has a great website, in my opinion, nutrition.gov, that has a lot of information.
Helping you understand ingredients best for your family. We reached out to Yuka about the sunflower kernels, and they said the app also highlights the positive aspects so users get the full picture. Yuka, as well as other apps, also look into beauty ingredients if that's of interest to you.
All right, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us this morning on CBS 19 Plus. Let's jump right into your forecast here. Starting out with under the lights, here's some additional cities here. Hallsville, 88 degrees for today, with a chance for some thunderstorms. Same goes for the Tyler area and basically areas along and north of I-20. But you have Texarkana with cloudy skies. I do think they will have the potential to get on some thunderstorm activity as well. We'll see highs in the upper 70s. Palestine, not looking too bad though. Partly cloudy skies with highs near 92 degrees. These thunderstorms are expected to arrive during game time, so we definitely have to watch for that. Some heavy downpours definitely going to be possible. Here it is on Future Skycast. This is 7 o'clock, so heavy downpours over Mount Pleasant, Gilmer, Jefferson, Linden around that time. It starts to fizzle out as it continues to move to the south of I-20 there. And we'll be left with maybe an occasional passing shower for the rest of your Thursday. Into Friday, though, starting out with some shower and thunderstorm activity in some of our northeastern counties there. That will continue into the rest of the morning with additional passing showers over the rest of East Texas as we go into the afternoon hours of Friday. Maybe even some heavy downpours are going to be possible over deep East Texas. And then for the first half of Saturday, shower activity will start to spark up once again, and then the second half should be in much better shape with mainly clear conditions, maybe a couple of thunderstorms possible rolling by. We're talking about the potential of 1.5 inches to 3 inches of rain in some locations, so a lot of rainfall is going to be possible. 7-day forecast shows a cool down for Friday and into this weekend with warmer conditions and much drier conditions to start next week with highs in the low to mid 90s.
All right, let's get another check on our question of the day right now. What is your favorite fast food restaurant? I'll start with you, Joel.
All right, well, I mean, I have a few of them that I go to, especially, I mean, now that I went to Oklahoma for school and coming down to the South, I tried Brahms for the first time, Cane's for the first time. Those are both really good. There's Waffle House as well. I don't know. They wouldn't really call that a fast food restaurant, though.
No, it's more of a sit-down.
That's more of a sit-down place.
There's only one, and it's in Longview.
Right. But if I had to go with my favorite one, it'd probably be Panda Express.
Panda Express, that was good. My favorite, only because it has everything you need, Sonic. It's got your drinks, it's got your snacks, it's got your food.
That's another one we
don't really have. I do love a slushie from Sonic. Of course, I said Chick-fil-A because my family has to go there at least once a week. But I was thinking breakfast options. You know, I'm not really a breakfast person, but if I am going breakfast, like bagel, so like Einstein bagel.
Oh yeah,
I love a good bagel. Oh yeah. If I'm carb loading.
With cream cheese or just like the bagel itself?
I'm not a cream cheese. I mean, I like cream cheese, but I usually just go plain bagel.
I love a good cream cheese.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't dislike it, but I'm plain. I don't know.
I'll raise your Einstein bagels to a Panera bread. I like me some
Yeah.
Panera bread.
I do too.
But favorite Whataburger, I mentioned some very underrated places. Another underrated one, it's popular, but everyone likes it. Popeyes. Can't go wrong.
Popeyes, really?
How could I forget? I love Popeyes. What about In-N-Out? You like In-N-Out?
Worst fries in the business.
Oh, yeah. Reagan loves it. That's her favorite, so those are fighting
Sorry,
words.
Reagan. Please don't fire me, but worst fries in the business.
I had In-N-Out for the first time. I didn't have the fries, but I had the burgers, and they were really, really good when I got here. Yeah.
You have to have the loaded fries. It makes it, I'll agree with Damien, it makes it a little bit more tastier. It is. All right.
I love fries. Anyways,
They're good.
Susan says Juicy's Taco. Sissy's going with Whataburger. Linda said Brahms with you. Again, Reagan, she's going In-N-Out. I'll let y'all hash that out later. Jack in the Box, all good.
See, I'll have to disagree with that one. Jack in the Box is going to be low tier.
Oh, I love their cheddar peppers though. Those are so good, and some people love the tacos. Like.
See, the tacos are good.
Tacos are good. And egg rolls.
And the churros. They have the churros. Those are really good, too.
Have you had their egg rolls?
The curly fries are good, too.
Also good.
I take back my comment. You're good.
Didn't you say Arby's yesterday, too?
Arby's. Someone said Arby's.
Jay said Arby's.
I don't know what Jay is talking about.
I love Arby's.
Yes.
Arby's is great.
See, I've never had Arby's.
KFC.
KFC is good.
Oh,
there are
there's so many.
Yeah, they got the wedges. They got the wedges back, the wings.
Yeah.
We got everything.
Y'all keep on guessing. Tell us what you like, and we'll all be hungry.
We are. All right, we're going to step away for a moment to do our break over the air broadcast with a quick news update.
Yeah, we'll be right back with more here on CBS 19 Plus.
Good morning, y'all. I'm Jesus Martinez.
And I'm Dana Dixon. Thank you for joining us for this news update. Well, this morning, an investigation is underway in Trinity County after 3 workers died from being exposed to toxic sewer gas.
Now, the victims 46, 47, and 52 were contractors from the Houston area working for H2O Innovations and HydroClear Services. Now, this happened in the Westwood Shores area of Trinity County at a sewer lift station. That's where crews from 2 private companies were working on equipment above ground. Investigators say a line inside the manhole cracked, releasing hydrogen sulfide, a toxic flammable gas known for its strong rotten egg smell that can be fatal in confined spaces. Now, 1 worker went down to fix an issue, and passed out. 2 others tried to rescue him, but they were also exposed to the gas. All 3 men died about 20 to 30 feet underground. First responders had to drain the manhole before reaching them.
But hydrogen sulfide gas can be deadly, and in an unventilated manhole, that's what we would believe is that the fumes or the gas itself render them unconscious, resulting in their death.
Well, the area was briefly put in a shelter in place as a precaution, but that was lifted moments after. Authorities say there's no foul play suspected. Autopsies right now are being done in Beaumont.
Right now, South Cypress Street between Highway 80 and Bodark in Hallsville is still shut down. That's because police are still investigating after a train crashed into a car. It happened just before 4 yesterday afternoon. One person was taken to the hospital but is expected to be okay. Hallsville police expect to open that street back up by noon. Well, Texas is one step closer to letting people buy ivermectin without a prescription. The House passed House Bill 25 yesterday, and it now goes to the Senate for consideration. Actually, the Senate also approved that. Ivermectin is an anti-parasitic drug usually prescribed to treat worms and other infections in both humans and animals. Republican State Rep Joanne Schaffner and Nacogdoches, that is, filed House Bill 25. It would make ivermectin available behind the pharmacist counter like Sudafed. Some people have used it to try to treat COVID, but the FDA has not approved it for that. Now, if the bill becomes law, the Texas State Board of Pharmacy would set rules for the drug. That now heads to the governor's desk for approval.
All right, let's get a check on our forecast now with Joel. It's going to be rainy today.
That's for sure. We got some games going on tonight. I'll show you how that'll affect some of the game times here. Hallsville, 88 degrees. We're going to see some scattered thunderstorms in that area. Mostly cloudy skies for Texarkana, although I would argue maybe some thunderstorm chances there as well. Upper 70s for highs. Palestine should be in okay shape. We'll see partly cloudy skies, with highs in the low to mid 90s. Here are these thunderstorms on future skycasts as we head into this afternoon, along and north of I-20 as we head into this evening, right on game time. So heavy downpours are going to be possible, as well as plenty of lightning. That'll continue to move to the south. And the first half of Friday does feature some showers in some of our northeastern corners of the area. And that will continue into this tomorrow afternoon. And then for tomorrow, shower activity will begin for the first half, with the rest of the day looking in pretty good shape.
Two stories before we head out the door this morning. A tragic story out of Trinity County where 3 workers have died after being exposed to a toxic sewer gas while working at a lift station. 1 worker went down to fix an issue. 2 others rushed to help, but all 3 were overcome and died 20 to 30 feet underground. First responders had to drain the manhole before recovering them. Recovering the men, that is. Investigators say there's no foul play suspected.
A community in Minneapolis is in mourning today after a horrific tragedy inside a church. Police say a gunman opened fire during a school mass at Annuncian Catholic Church, killing 2 young children and injuring more than a dozen others. Authorities are investigating the shooting as a hate crime and domestic terrorism. Vigils are being held as those families grieve.
And testimony will continue in 30 minutes in the Scotty Goble trial. Goble is accused of killing Eddie Ramirez outside a Tyler restaurant. Yesterday, jurors heard from police and medical experts who describe a fight between the 2 men escalated before Goble pulled a gun and opened fire. Ramirez's family is expected to testify today.
All right, here's one more look at your forecast before you head out today. Again, we're talking about plenty of rainfall here across the area over the next 3 days, specifically as we head into later parts of today and into your Friday. We're talking potentially 1.5 to 3 inches of rainfall in a lot of our eastern parts of the area, and some of that will be affecting your game time for tonight. Here's future Skycast. Some heavy thunderstorms riding along the I-20 corridor by the time we get to 7. Heavy downpours in Gilmer, Mount Pleasant, Linden, Jefferson, places like that. It'll continue to move to the south and start to fizzle out as it continues to move to the south. We'll have additional showers in our northeastern corner by Friday morning, and that will kind of continue to wane as we continue into the early afternoon hours, with occasional passing showers for the rest of your Friday, maybe even some heavy downpours in deep East Texas. But by and large, rest of your Friday should be in good shape. We'll have some more shower chances as we head into Saturday. We'll be at night 84 degrees, and up to 85 degrees for Sunday, before rain chances really taper off for the start of next week. Labor Day looking very nice. High temperatures in the upper 80s, climbing to the low 90s for the next couple of days.
All right, Joel, thanks so much. Here's something good today. Talk about a lifetime of service, and I mean a lifetime. San Jose firefighter Sam Seabert just celebrated a milestone birthday, and it's one for the record books. He served for San Jose for 30 years, rising all the way to captain before retiring in 1976. And this week, the fire department threw a huge 106th birthday bash at the San Jose Fire Museum, a place Sam himself helped found right at the old fire station where he used to work at. Talk about a full circle moment.
Yes, look at him zoom around.
I know, he was like jamming and everything at 106.
Oh, man.
What's the secret to everyone living so old?
I don't know, Sam. Get back
Let us
to
know.
us.
We had another young woman who turned 116 this week.
That's crazy.
To be the life of that old.
I want to get that old if I can still be like, you know, like he was, zooming around
Just
on
be
my little
happy.
scooter and having a good old time.
All we gotta do is smile.
Yeah, able to enjoy some cake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not mad at it, man.
All the fast food that we've been talking
Oh, yeah,
about
right.
today.
If anyone
might
is
lay off a little bit.
If anyone out of all of us is to live over 100, it would be Damien.
You think so? You think it'll be
He's
me?
happy. No matter
You think
what's
it'll be
happening,
me?
he's always happy.
Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, if I do live that long though, man, y'all got to deal with me for a long time.
I love it.
Oh man! All right. Well, thanks for continuing your day with us here on Morning All on CBS19 Plus. Make sure to catch the noon show coming up on CBS19 and right here on our Plus channel as well.
Keep it here for the latest news and weather throughout the day. And here's a look at what's coming up on CBS19 Plus. Hope you have a great rest of your morning.